Okay, so we are back for episode 2 of the Mr. and Mrs. Pokemon podcast. Woo! Cool. Laura's taking charge today.
Yes, I am.
But before we go any further, we have a giveaway on my Instagram. So if you're not already there, and you're not already following, and you're not involved, go to HaveYouAskedDave on Instagram, and you can win yourself some free cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's running until the 28th of February.
Yep, right to the end of February. Yeah, we'll put a video out on this YouTube channel just to announce the winner. And then hopefully, we're hoping, if more and more people get involved, we'll be able to include more cards every week on my Instagram. And then announce the winner.
Yeah, so the more people that get involved, the more cards we'll add in. Yeah. And who knows how many cards it could be by the end.
Millions.
Maybe
not millions. Anyway,
back to the video today. We are doing another, it's like a Q&A that I've put together for you. Some of it's Pokemon related, some of it is just general random questions about life. And you don't know anything about the questions.
I do nothing.
I haven't told him anything.
Yeah, nothing. I don't know anything at all.
I think I have five or six questions, but let's just get started. So,
I'm nervous. Also, we haven't addressed the fact that I've made an effort in this. I put a really tight shirt on to make the effort for this second
episode.
And I have not. Yeah, I look prettier today, I feel.
You look pretty.
Yeah, prettier than you.
Question 1.
Okay, let's go.
So, question 1. What are your top 3 Pokemon, 3 favourite Pokemon, and why? These can be from any
that's
age.
That's any gen. Yeah. Okay. That's quite tough because my number 1 favourite is Lapras.
Yeah,
for
I knew that.
For obvious reasons, it's all over YouTube channel.
But why Lapras though?
I think it's because I had a real thing for the ones that maybe not hard to get in the game. Well, kind of hard. Like in Gen 1 you had a couple of Pokemon you had to trade for. So it was like, either you go for the Ghastly Haunter Gengar line with a friend and get your Gengar, or you go either Machoke, Machamp. Those two were quite high up for me, and they're in my top 10.
I thought Gengar would be in your top 3.
Yeah.
Or is it not?
It probably is. But I think I might diversify the top 3.
Ooh, that's a big word.
Thank you,
diversify.
Baby. Thank you, baby. Just so I can get some other gens in there. Like Gen 2.
So Lapras?
So Lapras, definitely. And that was because of the fact that it was quite hard to get in the game. And it was like, it doesn't need to evolve. It's that good. It doesn't need evolving. That's sick. So Lapras, definitely.
Number 2?
Number 2, I would probably say Lugia.
Okay.
Yeah,
good
so
choice.
There's a video coming out in a week or 2 time where I'm trying to go for the Lugia GX Full Art for the Lost and Thunder set. I really want that card so badly. And it's probably the only Lugia I can afford right now.
Yeah.
Just because the ones from the Neo sets, it's just way too expensive. So yeah, probably Lugia. The movies, for obvious reasons, it was amazing with the Lugia in.
Yeah.
And then cool. Number 3.
Only one more slot. You've gone with the L's so far. Lapras, Lugia.
Oh, it's tough. That's tough because I really quite like. I mean, the Charmander line is great, but it's not my favourite.
I was going to say, what about starter Pokemon? Was there one that you always used to go for, like in the certain games?
Yeah, and I was going to say Bulbasaur there, but it's actually not true. It's Squirtle.
I used to always
pick Squirtle as well. Yeah, always.
I don't know why.
But I've got a real affection towards the Venusaur base set card. I mean, we've done a story on it in the last episode about trying to trade the card with my brother. So I have an affection there. So I'm going to put in Squirtle in my top 3. Lapras, Lugia, and Squirtle. I have a thing for water Pokemon. Like
I've noticed now.
But when I used to play the games, like you get to Misty's gym, and then once I can get the fishing rod, I would just try and get a water team together. So weird.
Yeah, I think I always thought it was probably best to start off strategically with the fire Pokemon because they're the hardest to get in the game, or you don't get them until later on in the game.
Yes.
Whereas it's quite easy to get grass Pokemon right at the start, and then it's usually the water ones next.
Yeah. Did you ever have difficulty with Brock's gym, the first one, and it was like if you didn't pick Squirtle,
Oh, where we had like the nose pass and stuff. Is that
no,
him?
no, that was that. I think that was one of the later ones. I think, but it was like when your team was basically like Weedle, Oddish, maybe if you're lucky, and whatever your starter Pokemon is, and he has like Geodude, and Onix or something like that. And it was like you had to sort of use your Oddish for a particular move to try and get super effective attacks, or just max out your starter Pokemon that isn't Swirl.
Yeah.
I remember that. It was so difficult.
I remember my hardest gym was again, it would have been Sapphire or Leaf Green.
Yeah.
Sapphire, I think, where you go to, it's like the second gym, I think, and you have to go and get on this dude's boat and go to an island, and it's a water gym.
Oh my god, with the Wingulls and something. He's got a Wingull.
He's got a Wingull, that follows him around. Yeah, but
G days, man.
That gym was so hard, but unless you... Yeah, I don't know why it was so hard, but I could never do it.
Yeah. That's a good game,
yeah. It's a good game. I tell you, it's the best one.
Yeah. Okay, well that's question 1.
Yes. Next question is not Pokemon related, but you may make it Pokemon related.
Right.
If you won £100,000 tomorrow, what would you do?
100 grand.
Yeah. So not millions, just a nice 100 grand.
Oh god. So I
How much would you spend on cards?
Where's the thing? Are you saying that I can't save any of it? I have to spend it.
You can save some, you could invest it, you could blow it on a holiday. Like, what would you do? How much would you save? How much would you spend?
I would probably 50 grand of it I'll be put into Pokemon for like vintage stuff. Vintage stuff to keep sealed.
That'll get you like one box.
Probably, yeah. And I would go straight for them Neo sets or get some Gym Challenge and Gym Heroes boxes because they're so good. Like I don't know why they haven't done another set where they've done like Leon's Charizard or something, like it's so good. So I'd probably do that
with 50 grand.
Yeah. Okay. I have an obsession with saving like you.
Yeah, you do.
So I would have to just put like 10 grand or 15 grand in savings.
I thought you were going to say more.
And I would have done if you'd give me like £1 million. I would have then put like 500 grand in the bank straight up and then just like stuck in my pension or maxed out my ISA.
What about the other 35-ish grand?
Yes, the other 35 grand I would probably spend on our honeymoon because obviously we got married. We got married in December 2020, so we haven't been able to have a honeymoon yet. No. So we'd definitely go away for a honeymoon.
Yeah.
And the rest I would genuinely spend on opening Pokemon stuff for this channel. Like, that's what I would do.
Oh, I see. So the 50 grand would be investing, just keeping it sealed. The rest would be
content.
Into the channel.
Yeah, making sure I get as much as I want the new sets, opening up base set packs or whatever packs I can get hold of.
Yeah.
And getting those like nostalgic experiences.
Because the 50 grand on vintage stuff is also kind of saving anyway.
Yeah, that's why I thought you'd let me have it.
Yeah.
It's technically Pokemon, but I'm still saving money. Yes.
I knew this would be Pokemon related, this question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that was weird. The camera just went a bit funny, but we're back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So the next question was, what is your current job? And if you weren't doing that job, what other job do you think you would be doing?
Other job? Ooh. Yeah. Okay, so my current job is I work in finance as a management accountant.
Money.
That's as far as I'm going to go into it because it's hella boring, but I love it. Other jobs. So I studied to do web design and picked a really bad course, and I'm glad I moved on from it. So I wouldn't do that. When I was a kid, I wanted to be an architect.
That's pretty cool.
Which is pretty cool, but my dream job, I would say honestly, probably YouTube.
And like full time.
Yeah, I know that sounds really corny, but I've done a YouTube channel in the past when I was a kid and it was going really well, and then I stopped doing it and it was the biggest regret of my life.
Yeah.
And I've been saying to you we've been together 7 years? I've always brought up wanting to do a YouTube channel. So this would be the dream job, doing this full time, getting to know people, chatting to people.
Yeah.
Just having that
almost
kind
like
of...
making friends and allies like in the industry. Like
yeah, just
yeah.
Even though I don't can see us or see me as entertaining.
You're entertaining.
I would like to feel like I'm making a difference with somebody and having that connection on a personal level that we share that love of Pokemon or whatever it is, you know.
Yeah.
That'd be the dream job for sure. What about you? Out of curiosity, what would your
my dream job? I don't know. When I was little, I wanted to do everything. I wanted to be a pop star. I wanted to be a hairdresser. I wanted to be a penguin at one point.
I'd say you can't do that, but maybe at Christmas time you could.
I don't know. I think I'd be quite a good teacher for like young kids.
Right.
Like primary teaching, maybe. I really don't know. What do you think I would?
Well, I know the whole hairdresser thing. I remember you telling me that you were dead set on being a hairdresser.
I think also I'd love to be a nurse, but I just don't think I could do it because I'd just get really sad and not being able to help everyone.
You're too emotional. I think you get too much of a connection.
But it's a good thing because I think I'd be a really good nurse, but then I don't think I'd be able to handle it.
Yeah, I think
I'd just be sad all the time.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, I'd love to do that.
Okay, well that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go on. Sorry. Carry on.
It's all right. If you made a non-Pokemon YouTube channel, what would it be about? What kind of content would you have?
A non-YouTube channel.
So would it be like a vlog channel? Would it be like a gaming channel? Would it be anything?
So first thing I was going to say there was a finance channel, but that's because I don't want it. That's not my answer because that's technically what this channel is going to be as well.
Yeah, it's
Pokemon and finances.
Yeah.
If you see my first few videos, it's talking about what I spend and how I save my money and stuff that I find interesting that no one else does. So that's what I would say.
Okay.
But
like financial advice almost.
Not advice because it would have to be entertainment.
Yeah.
It could be advice for sure. I'm not an expert, but it would just be breaking down that barrier of you can't talk about how much you earn or how much you save or what you spend your money on. Like, I'd love to break down that barrier and just talk to people about how they get along, how do they live, you know, what do they spend their money on, what's their goals, do they even care about money, you know, because there's a lot of people that don't care, really. But I think the truthful answer would be a gaming channel, because up until like the last year and a half, all my spare time was gaming. Like it was
to be fair
bad. it was bad with the whole through the Fortnite thing and then Call of Duty and I miss them days, but that'd be the channel gaming.
Gaming.
Yeah.
And this is the last question I've written down. What are your top 3 favourite TV or Netflix shows?
Oh, that's a good one. Top 3.
So not films, like series.
So we can't include like Friends or Scrubs or
they're TV or Netflix shows.
Oh yeah, I thought you said just Netflix TV shows.
TV
right, okay.
or like any.
Okay, so number 1 show has to be Friends. I know it's old school. I'm enjoying other ones that are on top of that at the minute because it's so old, but the connection and growing up with it, 'cause we literally grew up with Friends, that has to be at the top.
And you can watch it over and over again and it's still just as funny.
You could literally just jump into any episode and just enjoy like the entertainment from there.
Even if you know it off by heart, which we pretty much do.
We do, 100%.
It's still funny.
We can even remember the episode titles. It's embarrassing. A strong second is Scrubs. I mean, I'm listening to the Fake Doctors, Real Friends podcast at the minute, where it's got the JD and Turk actors there. Absolutely love that show. Again, I could probably recite most of that. I also like the fact that you learn.
About,
it's
like educational
over medicine. It's brilliant. It's fantastic. It's really goofy, really funny. I like that. Third favourite. These are all comedies, which is
It's fine though.
Most of my watching is comedies. I would probably say. I don't know. This is tough. What do I just go to? That's a series that I just watch.
How I Met Your Mother. No, not How I Met Your Mother.
I'd be Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory. That's
the
what
third one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's all comedy for me.
That's
I like dramas. I love documentaries. You know, the one on was it BBC with David Tennant recently ish to Dexter or Dex?
No, Des.
That was really good. You know, I love things like that, but ones that I go back to all the time and I spend most of my time watching is those 3. Friends,
They're all quite
Scrubs,
like long running ones that have got like tens of however many series, like 10, 20 series each.
The reason I love Big Bang Theory is largely for one episode. Well, a few episodes. Obviously, things like when Penny and Sheldon first hug, really funny. But one thing I can relate to most of all is they had a Star Wars sleepover episode where the guys basically like a 24, 48 hour gaming session and just playing the Star Wars online game. I didn't do it on that game, but I've done so many 48-hour Call of Duty ones when the game first comes out, and I stay at someone's house when I was a kid for 48 hours straight and just doing that. Best times of my life.
Yeah.
Except our wedding.
Good save.
Yeah, so
nice.
that's good. What about you?
It's really hard because there's so many different like things I would watch in different situations. Like I wouldn't have put Friends or Big Bang Theory in my top 3, but I do love watching them. They're like a safe option.
Yeah.
But in terms of like, wow, the best things I've ever watched.
Yeah.
On Netflix, it has to be Orphan Black.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Easily, the single actress playing 7 or 8 different roles.
I agree with you. That's a big one, actually.
Phenomenal. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
But I did see actually on Netflix the other day. There's a film called What Happened to Monday or something like that.
Okay, I've not seen that.
What happened?
Not seen that.
Something about Monday, and it's basically about. Like it's like the opposite. It's like 7 sisters that are all trying to become one.
Right.
person.
Okay.
I don't know. I need to watch that. But Orphan Black. I'd say Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
Because I just like good memories. I watched it at uni. Got absolutely hooked on it.
You rewatch it now.
Yeah, it's so good because so much happens. It's like a murder mystery kind of thing, and every episode you're like, oh my god, it's definitely that person. And then the next one it's like, it's definitely that person, and it goes on for like 9 series, I think, 8 or 9 series of like 24 episodes. It's ridiculous.
You said the ending was quite bad though.
Yeah, the ending was awful, but I just won't rewatch that. And my third one, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I could pick a third one. Those 2 really stand out to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm only picking 2. So
okay,
it's not fair on the rest.
Good. Okay, is that all the questions?
That is all my questions.
Wow, that was a quick.
You did really well considering you didn't know any of them beforehand.
Why? Yeah, it's interesting. I struggled with the TV series one and the Pokemon one because other than Lapras as number 1, the other 2 flip all the time.
Yeah, it's hard to narrow it down.
Yeah, Lugia right now is number 2 because I'm trying to collect the Lugia GXs and other bits and pieces from the newer sets that I love. They're just ronking in price. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And Squirtle putting it. I'm proud I put Squirtle in there. The Squirtle Squad episode.
You pick Squirtle as opposed to like Blastoise?
Because as a starter, as a stage 1 Pokemon, Squirtle's my favourite out of the 3. But then
I'd agree actually.
Go to Gen 2, stage 2, Evolution 2, whatever. I would go to Ivysaur.
Yeah.
Then number 3 would be Venusaur, which is
really
the most unpopular opinion probably of the century.
I don't think I ever started with Bulbasaur at all, but my brother always did.
Yeah, it is difficult because all 3 starters are all great in their own way. Like they're all cute. They're like look really good in the games. Charmander's, Bulbasaur looks great, but yeah. Blastoise looks badass, but I have this obsession with Venusaur because of the fact that I never got the card of my brother, and I've still never owned base set Venusaur Holo, and that is a collection goal of mine to get that. So that's there.
I remember the days of like Torchic, Mudkip, and Trico.
Oh yeah.
And that's another one of my favourite Pokemon is what is it? Blaziken.
Blaziken. You loved him,
Blaziken. But my theory was I always went for Torchic because then your rival or whoever always picks the water Pokemon to like always beat you. And then it's so easy for you to pick up grass Pokemon at the start to then beat his water Pokemon. That's why I always thought like tactically the fire one's always the best to go for.
I think you've got a popular opinion there because I think Blaziken is actually quite a popular
He just looks so cool.
Starter because from that, but also he had mad speed stats in the game. So he was very, very quick. So he's very playable, and I think the cards are playable as well. I didn't play around then, or barely at all, but I have a suspicion that he was very, very playable. But I could be wrong. But
I don't know about the cards.
But, yeah, so it's interesting.
They look cool.
Yeah, just they look cool. Yeah. Okay, well, I think that's the end of this episode, guys. Again, please do check out our giveaway on Instagram.
Yes, head over to Instagram.
We've got like 12 cards we're giving away at the moment, and we'll probably add a few more each week of February, depending on how many people get involved. You know, the more there are, the more cards we'll give away.
Yeah.
It's free to get involved. You know, we're just asking you to follow our Instagram, subscribe to our channel,
and tag a friend over on Instagram. All the instructions are over there.
Yep.
And we're excited.
Yeah, very excited. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.